Once again, it is on. Tonight, I found him. I said, man, I got to get back the dream team because people didn't know that, it was me, him, and Larry, and we did, a couple open mics, but they were actually historical. After I tuned in and I remember, I said, wow, I remember Jalil Beats and all them showing up. Tommy Brown, the actor, host of Headbanger Entertainment, LLC, Philadelphia, from Philly. We talking about the past to the present. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tommy Brown.
What's up, man? Can you hear me? We good?
We are absolutely good. Tommy Brown.
Mic is up. Yes.
Look, I hit you about 2 months ago, remember? I said, yo, you ready? You was like, yo, let me get myself together first. Then we gonna do it.
I think Tommy I was doing Brown. A film too at that time. That was in the mix of doing
You was always doing something, with the filming thing. And then, I could tell by the photos. I can look at people's photos and that kind of tells me if they were doing some type of event. But I knew you was always a host.
Right.
And we have history in the past. Me,
Absolutely.
you, Larry.
Shout out to Larry.
There you go, Larry.
Yes, sir.
We got to get Larry on here, man. Just to break the ice,
Hey, Larry, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you too, Larry. Matter of fact, we just texted each other like last weekend, so we supposed to be setting up something.
Well, I know y'all guys. Yeah. I knew y'all was still doing it. And matter of fact, the last time I saw you doing something, the guy from 112, Slim.
Yes.
You were with him. And matter of fact, Corey was there. So I remember. So Corey came on here too. Corey came on here. Shout out to Corey.
I seen that. I seen that with Corey. I seen that.
Shout out to Corey. Corey's a hardworking dude too, man. For real.
Yes,
that's what he does.
Yes, he is.
All right, so we are here. We're here to talk about the journey. We're here to talk about your career. It's been very tumultuous. I know it has been because I was around you for about a couple years straight. And I know since then. Years.
Remember, it's 2022.
Yeah. Well, I know that.
You got to,
Yeah, it might have been about 15. It might be close to like 15.
I think probably more than that, bro. It's 2022.
Oh, man. Well, look, the bottom line is this. We here and we're doing what we're doing right now. Both of us are in different lanes, but we're kind of the same thing. It's media.
Yeah.
It's hosting. I don't particularly go out that much anymore like I used to, but I was on the scene back then.
Right, of course.
So let's just talk about all the things you're doing currently. And then we're going to go back and I remember when Gilly used to come and Jalil Beats used to tell me, yo, let me EQ my song, man.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember them days, man.
Yeah. And you was cool with Tough Crew and all those guys. I remember, so let's just talk, man. Let's talk about, your journey right now.
Yeah. Basically, man, where I started as an artist at 11 years old, actually. And, from me doing music, I ended up hosting my own TV show.
Yeah, I remember you was doing TV stuff.
During the TV show thing, I went into the clubs. That's when I met you.
Yeah. That's when we started running into each other, and Larry put it all together back then.
And hands down, I'm going to say it on camera, between me, you, and Larry had the hottest event for artists in the city.
Hottest.
Hands down.
Hottest. It was the hottest.
And if anybody want to contest that, like you got to talk to me, you, and Larry. There's no way, what I'm saying, you're going to say otherwise. We had the hottest one.
It's really not it's not really a conversation because I knew y'all guys. I think you from Southwest, right?
I'm from actually Uptown.
Uptown, okay.
I'm from Uptown.
Larry had a stranglehold of hip hop. He
from Uptown too, from Logan. Yeah. He from Logan. I'm from Fern Rock.
Yeah. When I first met Larry, though, he was actually with Tab Money. and he was on my mom block. And I remember Tab Money lived like about a block and a half from my mom house.
Right.
And then I started seeing Larry, but he ain't never really seen me. I knew who they were.
Right.
Because, all of them were kind of like still doing their music thing. And, Tab Money was doing the DJ thing. But, if you reflect on the past, I'm telling you, it was really a historical thing. Had we kept it together, it probably would have been I don't think nobody would have been able to contest it.
Yeah. Absolutely. I agree with you.
And we talking about people coming from different counties, everything.
Different cities. Like, yeah.
Celebrity, local celebrities.
Yeah.
And then with Larry used to always hook me up with, other little jobs, to go DJ. I remember. Sandman.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get Sandman. We gotta get Sandman too. So
of course.
Yeah. I remember Sandman, and he was the last hip hop event I actually did. But I'm gonna tell you who was there. It was Major Figures. It was Trick from Detroit.
Okay.
And Charlie Baltimore and her daughter.
I was there.
It was on the stage.
Where was this event? Where was it at?
It was in the Parkway, West Philly. It was one of those near that plaza, near 52nd and Parkside, but it was right on that strip.
You talking about the right across the street?
I forgot the name of the place.
Well, it was a bar, right?
It wasn't a bar. It was actually like a place where they did. Yeah, it was a venue.
Damn, where was that at? I was there when you said Charlie Baltimore. I remember.
Yeah, well,
Trick I was there
because I think she was signed to him at the time.
Okay.
Or either the daughter. Right. It was somebody.
Yeah.
It was somebody, and she was definitely there.
Yeah, I was there. I was there.
You had been there. Yeah. And who else?
Vegas, yeah.
Yeah, but they was around. Yeah. So I was a part of that hip hop from that end, just like y'all were.
Right.
And when I reflect on it, and that's why I hit you up, I wanted to talk about what we were doing. And just imagine if we would have kept it going, where would it have been right now?
Yeah, especially, I'm amazed at looking at the screen and this whole setup, man. Like, it's amazing.
Oh, there it is right there. The Cornucopia. That was the name of the place.
Cornucopia. Right.
Cornucopia. Yeah,
it was on Fifth and Duncannon.
Cornucopia. It might have been. Whatever it is, that was the last.
Oh, no.
That's in West Philly.
This was on Parkside.
Parkside. Remember I said the Parkside.
Cornucopia, right, where we all did event. Yes. Yeah.
It was
I'm with you now.
Yeah. So, because that place is still open. I don't know if the same name.
I don't know. I don't think it's the same name. I think they sold it. I think it's new owners.
Yeah, it's probably a new owner or whatever. That was years ago, though.
That was years ago. I know right before COVID-19, I know they still like Lady B used to have her basement parties there.
Yeah.
They was doing that strong until COVID happened. So
yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been hearing anything lately.
But the funny part was as I reflect, we was around all the hip. I even remember, I don't think you was around then, but Larry knew OBH and all of them.
I remember them.
Dark Low, and I was playing their music. Yeah, I was playing their music. And, who else? But since then, AR Ab, I didn't know who they were at the time, but it didn't matter. I knew they were there.
They was up and coming at the time.
Yeah, they was up and coming, but they eventually came. So like I said, even I'm gonna say this. Larry hit me up, and that was the first time I met Yaz. I let Yaz in.
Okay. Yeah.
And he performed at an event I was at because Larry texted me and said, "Yo, I'm gonna tell Yaz to come up there."
Right.
So I never met Yaz. He was telling me about Yaz,
Right.
but I never met him. But he showed up and performed and left.
I believe I was there, man. I was at most of the stuff you was DJing, brother.
Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot of times
So
I was either hosting or there.
he was always hosting. I knew
Yes.
that. You was
Yes.
always hosting because y'all used to come in with the lists. You had a
Right.
bunch of artists. Larry had a bunch of artists. Whatever
Yeah,
I
it was
added
great.
on, it was
Yep.
there.
Yep.
But historically,
Memories.
what I noticed was if we would have kept it up, I don't think nobody would have beat us because we had the
Yeah.
street and we had the suburban.
And the industry.
And the industry was showing up, you know. And I
Yeah.
remember when Gilly showed up and rapped, and he got on the little balcony at the one,
Yep.
rapped up there real fast. And the same night,
What you talking about at Club One?
Yeah, Club
One.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember all that, man. So yeah, that was major. And look, it was in Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse was hot at the time. People don't even know that place was historical.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Because before I did Club One, I was at the VIP lounge. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Well, you was everywhere. Like you and Larry was out there. Y'all was out there.
Because I had the VIP lounge, and then I left there, and it was Club One. I think you was the DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No matter what, some kind of way I ended up the DJ.
Yeah, that's
y'all was
true.
the host, and then y'all would come with a list about this big and say we got to get all these people in by 11:30. And look, he said, "Look, even if they only get 2 minutes, cut them off." You know. So.
I remember all the artists that got cut, man.
Yeah,
you know how it got.
Oh, look, I was a part of it. I was a part of it. I was a part of it.
You and Larry, they ready to attack us, and we like.
Listen, it was crazy because as far as hip hop, I don't think nobody in the city at that time, because we had spots.
Right.
The locations was killing. The one was it. That was the best location.
Yes, it was.
Because we would do it on Wednesday.
Right.
And Wednesday was already popping.
And then the area it was in, Rittenhouse Square.
It was in Rittenhouse Square.
You don't have nothing. There's nothing like that going on down Ritten. That was actually when we stopped. That was it for what was going on down Rittenhouse. They didn't really want us down there. That, but you're right. You're right.
So the point is, it was great times. Hopefully we can get Larry, on here. I think it would be great. Plus, it reinvents, and people can see. Wait a minute, they had a little movement.
Yeah, man.
But everybody went on. I see Larry is still doing celebrity parties with the hip hop. I think the Brand Nubians.
Yeah.
Did they come yet?
Not yet, but I think they are coming.
They
are coming.
Well, Larry is a part of that. I know that club, Lou and Shoes.
Right, of course. He definitely is.
They had a lot of people. And when I reflect back to the one, let me give you some other names that were actually in my phone book. Because remember, we used to DJ during, the weekend anyway.
Right.
So I'm going to put it out there. I used to have Deshaun Jackson, Macklin.
I remember.
Remember they used to show up?
I remember.
All the Sixers, because they used to come from around from Vango. Because Bonafide was around there.
I remember, man.
So, everybody that came from Vango came to that.
Because wasn't Vango right around the corner?
Look, everybody came through to the after hour.
Yes, they did.
Everybody. Beanie Siegel was there.
Yes.
I remember him showing up, Beanie Siegel. As far as Sunday, because I used to work with a couple other cats. It wasn't an NBA player that did not come. Jameer Nelson, Dwight Howard, at the time, all the Sixers, every last one of them. They were there. From Iverson used to show up on Wednesday, remember?
I know.
When he was dropping 25, 27 a night.
Yep. And you know it was a home game and
he was coming.
He was going to pop in there. He came in faithfully too. Like that was his thing.
And see, people don't even know. That's how great it was. In fact, I don't even see anybody pulling off anything else to that magnitude. Of course, we went Corona, so you ain't no way in the world you could do it.
I haven't seen it since.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, people really didn't know. Had we kept it together, it probably would have been no telling where it would have went. But we all spread out.
Yeah.
Since then,
right.
So now you're acting. What's the name of the? Are you in a couple movies already, or are you working on one right now?
Well, I'm in 10 plus films right now, two series. So if you go on my IMDb, I got over about 13 credits.
Listen, I know for a fact you was doing it, so you ain't got to explain that to me. I was around you, and the one thing about every last one of us, I could say it, we were workaholics at that.
Absolutely.
So we took pride in doing that night.
Absolutely.
We got a couple people on here. We got Jerson. You know Jerson? Well, Jerson knows me.
Sure.
Well, anyway, Jerson is a basketball player from back in the day. He used to play with, matter of fact, we all played together at Temple.
Okay.
Played with Aaron McKee.
I went to Temple.
Okay, you was there?
I was there. Matter of fact, Aaron McKee and Eddie Jones was in one of my classes.
Put it this way. I'm going to put it to you like this. There was an intramural team. Aaron played with us. Eddie Jones played with, you probably don't know none of them. But Jerson and them played with an Indian guy. We call him the Indian Jordan. He was literally.
Hey, let me ask you a question. What year were you down Temple?
Man, you talking about? That might have been in the 90s, dude.
You remember the year? I'm asking for specific reasons.
I don't remember the years. I could not remember that, but I know it was in the 90s because Aaron and them was still there.
Yeah, they were there because was it? Well,
if it was Aaron and them,
was it around 94?
Listen,
93, 94, 95?
Probably right about that time.
Guess what? All this time, all these years, you can't laugh at this one. When I first met you, Larry's like, yo, this Scarfo, he's going to be DJing, whatever. I remember shaking your hand, and I remember looking at you like,
look familiar.
Guess what? All these years, I'm just realizing I seen you on campus, man.
Yep,
I seen you. And you did some events. You did like some parties or something.
Yeah.
I remember seeing your face.
Yeah. I was definitely in that area.
All these years, we both just find out. We both just went to Temple. I had seen you on campus, bro.
Yeah,
now, I always wondered where I knew you from before the music and all that. Well,
but you think about it. If you was out partying, right?
Yeah.
It was only a couple real hot parties. Temple used to throw the hottest parties.
You remember the SAC, don't you?
Yeah, it was SAC. It was and then University of Penn, Houston Hall.
Right.
Right there.
Yeah.
Crazy. It was crazy in there. Yep. But like I said, that's the beauty. And sometimes when you put things like this together, we can all talk about, man, look what happened in the past.
Right.
And now look at everybody in the present. I went from DJing a lot of events,
right,
and co-hosting. I was a co-host some kind of way.
Right.
You were always hosting. You were always acting since I first met you. So it's good to see everybody continuously doing great things with themselves in their time.
Right.
And that's what this is for. So my format is based on celebrating everybody that comes on. I think you saw it a little bit last night. She was actually on The Voice.
Right, I've seen that.
Yeah, so I got some really hot singers coming. That's all I can say. I got some real hot ones. And and I made it for everything. I've had basketball, gurus on here.
Right.
I've had a lot of local talent, a lot of local talent, and a lot of independent from all over.
Right.
So that's so basically I'm still doing the same thing. I'm just instituting the conversation now.
Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
I love it, man.
When you get Larry,
yeah,
let's get the tough crew on here or somebody.
Oh man, dude, you ain't say nothing but a word.
I look. One thing I know, you knew. What was that rap group out there? They used to be Task Force.
Those my guys too.
I know.
Non Brigade. You need them too? Hey, listen, we're gonna talk. Shout out to Non Brigade.
We gonna get the Non Brigade. We gonna bring the Philly. Go get the Philly up on here.
Now, I know I can probably get them all, but they all be.
You just need one or two. It don't matter.
I can get you Sonny Black. I can get you. I might not be able to get the whole tough crew, but we can get Tone Love. Like,
hey, look, we can get it, and
let's do it.
We do a hip hop virtual. Look, ain't nobody gotta leave out the house.
Yeah.
You can do it right in your house. That's the beauty in this stuff now.
I love it, man.
Actually put it together and reminisce. I remember Tone used to show up. DJ Too Tough. DJ Too Tough was always around. I remember him.
How many times he asked you to jump on for a minute? He always go straight to the DJ. Yo, can I get a quick spin?
Yeah.
I seen you let him spin a couple times.
No, but look, I used to let a lot of people get on.
I know, especially DJs that came up in there. You always showed love, man.
Look, I gave everybody. Look, when Jalil Beast used to come in there, right? He used to always like, yo, man, just let me EQ my music. I let him EQ his music. I move out the way. He go in there. It's a rain mixer, so he in there, twisted and turned it, and that's the way I did it anyway. That was the best way to do it.
Right.
Because if you don't give no love, you don't get no love. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So as far as hip hop though, I can go back. I remember being around. Now I'm telling you who I was around now. Before y'all, as far as hip hop, I was around Lee and them with 100X.
Oh yeah.
I was around
Rasheed Wallace people.
I was around before that, and we met Lee and them. I was around Corey. Corey went to school with Tariq Trotter.
Okay.
So they all went to performing arts.
Right.
So I met the drummer used to come around every summer. What's his name? The drummer guy with the hair.
From the Roots?
Yeah, from the Roots.
Amir.
So Amir used to come around.
Questlove.
There you go. Questlove. Questlove used to come around.
Shout out to them too.
In the summertime, and they were actually on what was that label they was on at the time?
Geffen.
They were on Geffen
Was it
at
Geffen?
the time. It was definitely Geffen.
And they were Square Roots.
There we go. We got 100X right there. Brian, that's Mustafa right there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's him right there. He came on a couple times.
What's up, man? Mustafa, what's going on? I know we met. I'm Rasheed Wallace and Tariq people. So I know we met down at the studio many a time.
Yeah.
Rasheed Wallace had that studio. I remember 100X was always in there all the time.
It was in South Philly.
Yeah, salute.
Yeah, I went in there one time. Well, I was cool with Lee, Mustafa. At the time, it was News. It was Supreme. It was Lex. It was Rob. Who else? And Maul. I think, did I hit them all? There you go. All right, there you go. So look at that. We talking about Non-Brigade, 100X tonight. This is, and you know what? These groups are iconic in Philly. Of course.
Yes, they are.
All of them had great tread.
Yep.
In the game, even from a local standpoint.
Yep.
And I would love to get those guys, Non-Brigade. Even if you could break it down, Sonny Black, give me.
Well, that's a done deal. That's a done deal.
Look, we got to get Sonny Black over here, man.
Sonny Black, Rambo.
And look, I go back to them when they was Task Force.
Yes, sir.
So I remember the history. I was around when Hip early in the game. There you go. Yeah. But 100X was there. Ram Squad was there. I think Major Figures after that, right?
Major Figures. Yep.
No. It was Task Force.
Yeah, Task Force. Task Force and Major Figures, I think, was kind of around the same time.
I think Task Force was before them.
Task Force, I think, came out first, but Major Figures came out after them.
Yeah. So, but the bottom line is, look, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get these icon guys. You know, I know everybody a little older, but even if we could just grab one from each clique, one by one, you could co-host it. We just ask questions, reminisce, because I'm quite sure their stories would be iconic.
Of course.
And don't worry, I'll get the photos and I'll blaze the screen for y'all.
It's already a done deal, bro. I can't wait to get off. I can't wait to talk.
Yeah, you got to get those guys, man. I used to talk to Ice.
Oh, yeah?
The producer boy.
I just seen him not too long ago.
Yeah, man, Ice was cool. We was cool. Ice.
Yo, he got a record. He got this record he did, man. It was a hit. It is a hit. I don't know if you heard it. I gotta send it to you, man.
Listen, bring the music too. Whatever they got.
They got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, bring the music. Bring the music. That would be incredible. Even some of those events that you and Larry are doing, you know, I could have did some magic with 112, dude.
Right.
Slim, this thing would have been popping off the screen. Right. So, and I got some other things that I can do as far as animation.
Right.
And give you they're going to be like, whoa. I guarantee they're going to say, whoa.
Let's do it, man.
Yeah. So we definitely going to put that together. That would be great for the culture, period.
Absolutely.
And that's what we did it for anyway at the time. We did it for the culture. I mean, even though I was doing it from a DJ side, I still was a part of you and Larry hosting. Yep. And one, I can say this, when we did it, even if we had some words or whatever before it started, man, we couldn't wait to get that thing running.
Man, listen, when it ran, everything was out the window. We got to run this.
So people don't know. So tonight, people are historically hearing hip hop events that were iconic, and we actually saw I would say we saw the next batch of hardcore. Yeah. We saw the hardcore come in.
Yeah.
I would say that. I would say we saw the hardcore come in out of Philly.
Yep.
Right. So the history is there. We just got to get, I'm quite sure you'll be able to grab a couple of these guys. Once they see this, I know they're going to be like, yeah, let's do it.
Without a doubt.
Look, so all you got to do is send me some great photos and we can make it happen. We can definitely make it happen. All right, so let's talk about Headbanger. Were you a Headbanger back then?
Yeah, that's my company, my entertainment company. Still doing some things.
You were Headbanger back then. That's he was, because I remember it was Larry and Headbanger.
Yep.
And
Headbanger Video, my TV show. Yep.
And you know what was crazy about that time? I remember some of those girl rappers that was out there. They were hard. They was hard back then, man. I'm gonna name some. We got one of my favorites, Adonis the Amazon. Adonis, yes, the Amazon.
Meek 46th Street.
40. Yeah, she still hit me up on the gram.
Yeah, B. Holla.
Holla.
I know you remember B. Holla.
I remember everybody, man. I remember everybody.
I know. The list goes on. What was the female and male? It was a female and a male.
Oh yeah,
what was their names?
I don't know. They moved to Atlanta or something.
Right?
Yeah. I remember them.
It was a male and a female. I think they ended up getting married or something. They had kids.
I used to keep up with them. They used to be on my Facebook. He used to look like Andre 3000 a little bit.
They looked just like. I had a beard, scruffy a little bit.
But they was actually really a good act.
I really liked them.
Yeah, they was hot.
I really
think
definitely the right person had seen them. They had their own image about them. The music was hot.
Yeah, they definitely.
If you think about it, so many artists up and coming came through us like the Joey Jahaz used to pop in.
Yeah, I remember Joey Jahaz.
Yeah. Meek used to pop in
Yeah.
when he was on his up. Everybody you said, from NBA to local stars, came through our pipeline, man.
Definitely. That was a definite. A lot of people came. Once again, I did it from the DJ side, but y'all guys were the hosts. And I would always be amazed at how many different hot artists, because these were some hot artists that was in there. I mean, they could actually perform live. You know, I seen artists that sign right now, even with the big production, they can't even perform like some of those artists that was coming in there. I mean, they were doing it live too.
That is true.
Yeah, they definitely doing it. Yeah. All right, so look, man, let's just talk about some more. You at a club. I saw you work in a club too. What's the name of that club you're at? Where all the celebrities come. You just was there. It's over in Jersey. You don't do the marketing for that place. I always see you in there. I look at the pictures though.
Over Jersey.
Yeah, well,
I know out of Jersey. I know I work with the magazine.
The magazine. There it is.
I'm an executive. I'm an advertising executive for it's called United Resource Magazine. We call it for short your magazine. And I'm the advertising and marketing executive.
That's what I saw.
We had like Mariah Carey on it, Method Man, Nas. I was even on the cover. I'll let you do.
Yeah.
You deserve to be in that.
Yeah, man. You know, people need to know a little history on that.
You deserve to be in that. So we're gonna definitely talk. Shout out to Mike Massive and Gerard Bella if they listening right now. If y'all listening, I gotta link y'all with my guy right here, man. Definitely magazine material.
Yeah,
front cover material.
But
not everybody, no offense to a lot of people, but not everybody's front cover material. Let me just be honest.
Everybody can't do it.
But it could be an article on the inside, for certain artists. Not everybody is front cover material. No disrespect to nobody.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody's doing something, but I'm just saying, if somebody if it's open, if I open the door to be in have an article inside the magazine, then that right there opens the door for you to one day be on the front cover too. Let me say it that way. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely are front cover material. We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, we had some great
people on the cover. We just had Leon for last month. Leon, the actor from the Five Heartbeats.
Yeah, 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah, he just did the magazine. It's just great, man.
That's hard. That's hard PR work too.
Yeah, because
they gotta they gotta commit to it, and you gotta fit in these schedules. These guys is they're definitely working.
A lot of talking with managements and publicists and all that, before it even happened.
Well, actually, I'm doing the same thing now. Like, I talk to a lot of managements. I talk to a lot of different entertainment companies. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty much the same thing. If that's why I communicate with emails anyway.
Right.
That's the best way to actually communicate is with an email. Right. Even text messaging, I get a lot of text messages. Them things, I'll be lost if I sat back. And, I ain't doing that. They got to go in the email. I mean, got to go in the email, man. So, and plus, that's the professional way to do everything, because you can always search it.
It's documented.
It's documented, exactly.
Once you send that email, that's it.
Yeah,
it's documented. Legal documented.
Plus, you know what you could do? You can pretty much do the same thing, but find like young upcoming artists you think could inspire people too.
Right.
With their music. Because, the one thing I knew about that time that we was around, if I could have put a compilation, if I was like in a position like a DJ Clue or somebody, right?
Right.
We had #1 songs in there and they would be able to perform it.
Yeah, it was a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely. So we just got to put that together. That ain't nothing but just putting it together and breaking it down.
That's it.
and put it together.
Once we all get in front of each other and we talk and our minds get to going, you already know magic is gonna happen all over again.
It was magic.
Like we never stopped.
Yeah, but it's magic. The magic never really stopped. We just individually broke off and did other, ventures. We kind of more honed in what we really wanted to do. If you notice, you went into acting. Larry kept doing the shows.
Right.
I jumped into the media.
Right.
So we all kind of like, I can play music. That's easy. Absolutely. But we all have found different lanes. We got older, and
Absolutely.
All it is. You get a little older and you choose different lanes. You're gonna love what you do or you don't. One thing I know though, Larry loved them clubs and he loved them parties. Cause every time I turn around, Larry is promoting something.
Yep. You know what? It was crazy when I just seen him like probably 2 weeks ago. He always has celebrities pop up on Friday night.
That's all he do.
And I popped up. Then he had EST popped up.
EST,
it was like a reunion.
One.
EST walked in. He came in a little after me, and I heard somebody say, "Tommy Brown." I look over. Yes, what's up, man?
Yeah,
my guy.
Yeah,
so he always
had a great relationship with him. Like he was always around.
Very good friends.
Yeah,
they're very good friends. Him and EST.
And by the way,
just like he's friends with Kwame, and Kwame's a good friend of mine.
Exactly. Kwame still looked the same.
He ain't aged at all, man.
I saw the picture. I was like,
if
you go back to when he was doing Only You and Rock the Polka Dots.
Yep.
I swear you looking at the same person.
He has not aged at all. And that was over 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe 25, maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind interviewing a couple of those DJs like Too Tough.
Oh, yeah?
Well, remember, I'm a DJ, so I try to hit some of them up.
Listen, because all you gotta do is hit me up. That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, I'll just hit you up. I'll hit you up.
That's all.
Well, I knew you knew those guys. I knew you knew them. Like Larry had a crew of people he knew, and then you had the other crew.
Right.
But all of these people were people that were influenced back in the day.
Right.
Back in the 90s, 2000. That had to have been early 2000 though, right?
Yeah, about that. I can tell you the first thing DJ Too Tough, shout out to him. First thing he gonna say is, can I scratch on there? He gonna interview me, but can I cut? Can I scratch?
All he gotta do is know how to plug it in clean.
I'm sure he gonna know.
And trust me, you gotta get one of them. The DJs gotta use something different though. They have to bring what is those iRigs or either the other thing, and it comes in clean.
I'm sure he got it.
I'm quite sure he knows how to go live. He knows how to go live.
Yeah.
Who else? Who's the other DJ used to be around all the time? He was just scratching dude. Was it DJ Quick?
Was it not DJ K Swift? Was it
K Swift? There you go.
I grew up with him.
I
grew up with K Swift.
K Swift always been a problem.
And look, I want to say rest in peace to his son too. He lost his son a little while ago too.
That's unfortunate, man.
Yeah, rest.
He was always cool though. He was always cool.
He's from Fern Rock, like 2 blocks over from me. DJ K Swift.
That dude is a beast on them turntables.
Yeah, he still is too.
Well, he ain't gonna never forget it because he loved it.
Yeah.
He love it. He loves that. You could tell the DJs that love it.
Oh yeah.
They still doing it. It don't matter how old they are.
Absolutely.
They love what they do. All right. So look, what we gonna do? We gonna hash something out. See if we can do a reunion. All I need is photos. That's all I need.
Reunion. Oh man, what, me, you, and Larry?
Yeah, just do a reunion.
We'll start off with that. Yeah.
We'll kick it off with that. I guarantee you it's gonna be buzzing.
Yeah, I'm with that.
And you know what they're gonna say? Is that Tommy?
Is they gonna say, is that Tommy? Is that Scarfo? And is that Larry all together again? I remember I used to go to
Yeah. So
if you don't remember us three together, you wasn't out there. You ain't
you wasn't out there.
City.
Because
not even the city, the industry.
The celebrities used to show up.
Yes,
You
they
know,
did.
all the local celebrities were there.
Yes,
You
they
know,
were.
from Ryan Howard when he was knocking them out the park.
Yep. He would come in
Especially,
there. Yep.
especially when we was at the one. Everybody came
After
to
the
the one.
games. A
After the
lot of them
games.
players, a lot of those Sixers and Phillies players, like if they had home games,
Yeah.
especially if they won, you gonna see.
Oh, yeah, if they won.
I remember AI. You ain't see AI sometimes if they lost. You ain't really see him out too much.
No, he was like, I'm good.
He was a little funny with that. If they won, we knew AI was coming.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. All right, so this is what we gonna do. We're gonna put that together. See if he down with it. See if we can put it together. It ain't nothing but a word.
That's it.
And then we'll take it. We'll take it from there. All I'm gonna need from him is a great photo. And you know, I still got the ones of you right now, but I'm quite sure he could probably pull something out that's real crazy. And let's do
Larry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's just do the reunion and we can kickstart it that way.
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it, bro.
All right, man.
I'm with it. I'm with the history, man. That's history right there.
People need to know though, but people need to know we were in that batch.
Absolutely.
After the 80s, we were in the batch. Right after that, you know, people were trying to do events, but we had the most success, I believe, in the city doing it.
Absolutely.
You know, it was other people doing it, but you know, I would say that the people that he had the names and all that, you know, they was there.
Yep.
You know, so that's.
Do you remember that year Cosmic Kev popped in? Cosmic Kev came in here a couple times.
No, he used to show up. It was hip hop.
99.
Yeah, I remember.
Cosmic Kev used to pop in there. She wanted to see what all the hype was about. That's what a lot of people did. They came to say, I need to see what all this hype is about. Y'all down Rittenhouse Square. They have nothing in Rittenhouse Square.
No,
they barely even wanted us there.
Well, here's the thing. The crazy part was nothing was really hot until 11:30 anyway. Yeah. So, I mean, no matter what, a lot of places were ghosts. You know, they were ghosts. Right. And so that was the time that we said, well, let's just do the hip hop thing down there. The hip hop, it was singers too. And we did that. And all of a sudden, more and more people started coming in the area.
Wasn't we till like 4 or 5 or 6 or something like that? Wasn't it? Oh, because the club closed at 2. We were still open.
Yeah. The club closed around 3:30.
Right. It was 3:30. Everybody left because everybody still wanted to party. 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it was an after hour.
Used to come right around the corner, right there.
Yeah, because it was a legitimate after hour. So, of course, but remember, we didn't do this on the weekend. We did this in the middle of the week.
Yes, we did.
Wednesday.
I remember.
You know, so that was crazy. I wish we didn't have cameras or nothing, but if we would have had some pictures from that,
I know.
Man, it wasn't no hip hop artist that did not show up. I think all of them eventually came, even if they never performed, they was in the building.
That's where the hype was. They wanted to see the hype, man.
Yeah.
And they saw it.
I remember when Meek Mills came that time. He was still young. He had the braids.
Yeah.
I remember when he came.
I remember
he was in there. He had a little squad with him. And
yeah, came with like 10, 15 people.
Yeah, he was rolling. Yeah. He was always rolling.
Yeah, definitely.
But man, so let's just talk to him and see how that can all work. You know, I do it during the weekday, so it's
right.
It should be pretty cool for everybody. That's why I kind of do this during the weekday anyway. The weekends I tried to do a couple. When it get cold, I might try to do a Friday, but right now it's a little warm. You know, everybody outside right now. All right, so look, great conversation.
You already know, man.
We're gonna put it together. Even if Larry don't want to do it, we gonna get the non-brigade on here. We're gonna break them down.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm gonna get Larry. I'm gonna go get Larry. I promise you.
Okay. Yeah. If anybody can get Larry, I think you could get Larry. If nobody else,
I'm gonna get Larry.
Okay, we're gonna get Larry.
We're gonna get non-brigade. You got my word on it. We're gonna get tough crew. You got my word on it.
Oh man, there we go. Wasting time.
Got my words.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds great, man. Great to see you. Great to see
Yes,
you doing
sir.
great things.
You too, brother.
And you know, continue your success and continue to be great and continue to inspire the young
Yes, sir.
people that's around you. Thanks for coming
sir.
out, SL Digital Media.
Appreciate you.